it out. I just went to empty the indoor compost out into the outside bin, and I looked over, I was like, hey y'all, let me get these. Now I know it's better to let them sit a day so they can dry out before you you know, try to shell them. But I just want to see, oh, look at that. Look at that. Exciting. I'm gonna let them sit until tomorrow, and then I'll shell them. All right, so I'm still doing cleanup from this storm, but we got the grandbaby on the phone, and she wants to see me harvest this carrot. This is that one lonely carrot that I said when I had planted this this row of carrots, and then we got a frost, and yeah, none of them germinated except this one. I've since planted this is the corn row. I've since planted corn here. But anyhow, we gonna see what's down in here.
Look,
she
Yaya's
ready?
about to take the carrot out the ground. Look.
Okay, I'm looking.
Okay, I'm looking.
Look, it's a carrot.
Wow.
It's a little one.
It's
but
a little one,
carrot.
but it's a carrot.
Oh, she clapping.
One of the more exciting things, or one of the things that I'm most excited about that I've grown, and it's the pink eye purple whole pea, the black eye pea family. I'm super excited about these. This is the first harvest, and it's pretty small. Well, not pretty small, it is small, but nonetheless, I'm excited. Look at that, they're so pretty. Look at that pink eye. Okay, so I didn't show you guys when I started the seedlings in the raised bed greenhouse situation that I have going on back there. So I'm getting ready to start some more seeds, so I said, well, let me just show this process, which is essentially the same exact thing I did with those seeds, but today I'm planting some I want more beans, and I'm going to do some onions and broccoli as well. Alright, so I soaked these beans overnight. I'm going to pour some of this water out. So these are bush beans. I'm going to put those in the soil like so. And I'm going to cover them up with more soil. Actually, I'll use one of these as my extra soil. Cover it up like so. Two more. A rule of thumb is I like to plant them the length of the seed. So if it's something like this, I just push it down the length of the seed. Something smaller like carrots or peppers or whatever, I just drop those on the soil and just water them in. And I'm starting these inside of that greenhouse situation because I don't want birds to get to them. Or anything else for that matter. So let me get more soil for the other bean. Alright. These last two are purple whole peas. Alright, and the last thing I want to do is just write what's what. And this is probably going to be backwards because I have the way, because of the way I have the camera, but I just wrote what it is and the date that I planted on. I'm going to do the same exact thing with some onion seeds and some broccoli seeds. I've already written, filled it with soil. See how small these are? I'm just going to plant about 9 or 10 of them. Just going to sprinkle them in. Cover it with just a little bit of soil. And then the same with the shallots. And I'm not going to plant as many of the shallot seeds. I just want you to see them. So I'm only going to do like 4 or 5. Alright, maybe 7. I'm going to cover that with a little soil. And we're going to go set them up and water them in. Not looking like I'm gonna have enough room for everybody. So what I might do is, this zucchini is of a decent size where I might actually just go ahead and put that in the garden. I might go ahead and transplant that already. And I want everything to be able to touch the bottom of the tray because I'll be watering these from below. So I'm just going to do some rearranging. Alright, so I've done some rearranging. I went over and got some rainwater and I'm just going to fill the bottom of this tray. I'm going to need a little bit more and they'll all get the water that they need. You can see down there. And that's the way I set this whole thing up. And just fill the trays with water and just let them water themselves from underneath or get what water they need from underneath. Being that I just sowed these seeds, I am going to get a spray bottle and just mist the top of it. But other than that, that's it. Like I said, I'm going to get more water and fill the bottom of this tray. I'm going to mist the ones that I just planted. And that'll be that. I'll let it sit like this during the day while it's nice and sunny out. And then just cover it at night when I'm not able to pay attention to it. And keep the holes open so air can circulate. And that way when I'm not out here, I can assure myself that squirrels won't get in here and and ruin my fall crops. I have no idea why this is a thing. Why we have a whole caterpillar farm over here. Now, this is the Parsley Caterpillar. I talked about it in a video before. I had left it on some fennel that I wanted to go to seed, and I left them because these caterpillars actually turn into beautiful, beautiful butterflies. And what happened with the last ones was these wasps, are they fighting or what's happening here? But anyhow, these wasps came along and ate them. These here seem to be thriving. They're like in a little secluded area in the garden. I don't know if that's the reason why like no one's came and like messed with them, but I'm happy to see this little situation right here, and I'm just hoping to protect them as long as I possibly can. This is my disgusted face. I waited days to get out here because after the storm it rained and then it rained again, and I'm like, oh, okay, today it's bright skies, everything's looking good to be able to go outside, no rain in the forecast, and now all of a sudden it's gonna rain. And it's getting so dark and it's only 2 o'clock. I'm gonna harvest these before I go in. These are not completely ripe. They will turn a purplish color, and this one here, you can start to see it'll turn a purple color into a black color. But when I was out here cleaning up a little while ago, back there on those rocks back there, I found a few back there that I know that squirrel that was sitting on this fence, I don't know if I showed you guys that. I think I showed it on Instagram. But anyhow, a squirrel had one of my Roma tomatoes. Did I show you guys?
Oh my goodness, I couldn't get it on quick enough. We found the culprit. Look at this squirrel.
Tomato. Wow.
He took it and he tried to climb this tree with it.
He can't climb the tree with the tomato.
That damn squirrel. He climbing the tree with the tomato. Am I getting this on here? I don't see him.
Where is he up the tree?
No, he in the middle. He's still sitting there. I think it dropped out his mouth again. But on the tree. Oh, maybe he eating it in the tree. That's where he wanted to relax and eat it. It looked like somebody coming down, though. Somebody coming down. Who is that? Is that a bird?
And now that I'm looking, that's a tomato. Now I don't know if it's the same one that squirrel had, but anyhow, like I said, there were a few of these over there that I know that he was munching on, and then somewhere up here, oh right here, is tomato seeds. So before this rain does what it's gonna do, if it's gonna do anything, I'm gonna have to be done for today. As a matter of fact, let me cover up my I was going to repot this, and you know what, I'm glad I didn't, because I don't want it being beat up by rain yet. I wasn't able to make room for everything in here the way that I wanted to, so what I'm doing is taking these indoors and putting them in the sunroom. These two are the broccoli, and also one of these is, oh, this is the shallots, which likes a cooler temperature anyways. It's still 90 degrees here. Well, at least it was I think it was about 87 degrees today. Shallots actually like a cooler temperature, so I'm going to bring those inside and put those in the sunroom. And these this particular variety of broccoli is likes a cooler temperature as well, so I don't mind that I didn't have room to fit them in here. You know, like I said, I'm just going to take them in the house and put them in the sunroom and let that be that. I am not going to leave this open because these are very well watered, and I don't want any rain getting in there. So after it's done raining, or if this storm just winds up passing, I will just I will come out here and open these vents for air circulation. But at any rate, this is the same way I started my seedlings for everything that's out here. The cucumber plant, both the cucumber plants that I had, no, actually I just started one indoors. The kale, the collards, all of the tomato plants, the shishito peppers, the Scotch bonnet peppers. But this is the way I started all of these indoors in the sunroom, in the windowsill, which now that I can't do any more filming out here, I'll take you guys inside and show you where I had everything placed at before I brought it out here. Even the breads, Atomic Grape, I started that indoors as well. Yep. I think I just felt a drop. All right, let me get these tomatoes harvested and get inside. Alright, so this, I showed how in another video how my cucumber plant got toppled over from the storm. I also talked about my makeshift trellis situation and what I learned from that and what I'll do differently next year. But anyhow, I harvested all of the cucumbers off of this earlier. Because I said what I was going to do was just, being that they're all premature, was make gherkins. But I did notice a few left. And as we know, these things grow pretty quickly. So I said, well, maybe I'll just leave it, you know, and take it down like in the next couple of days. So that way I can have more, you know, smaller baby cucumbers. But now that it is getting ready to rain, I don't have time to actually pull this whole thing up anyways before it starts raining. So I'm gonna leave it, and I'll do another video about you know, when I take all this out, I'll do another video, and I'll also take you guys through the process of pickling those baby cucumbers. But I did just notice this one, so I am going to take this one off. Otherwise, the next time I come out here, it'll be fully grown. Twist, 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 and voila. Now this is a little bigger than I'd like it to be for the gherkins, but when I was harvesting earlier. I didn't see this one. So, and this thing is it's gone, my poor thing. But let me tell you something. At last count, I got 27 cucumbers off of this plant. And then today I harvested, I'll have to count them when I go in the house, but it was at least 7 or 8. This would make 9. And there's still, like I said, there's a ton of these tiny ones on here. Those I did see. So although my trellising situation was bootleg and, you know, the storm, you know, tore this thing up, I really got a lot of cucumbers off of here. So I'm super excited to plant this variety again next year on a better trellising system. All right, once again, let me get inside. All right, so this is the area here. These are south-facing windows here. So for spring, or in the spring, back in March rather, I lined this whole area here with seedlings. And then I also I used this shelf here and this shelf here. So I didn't use any grow lights at all. Actually, no, I just told a lie. I did have a grow light up here, on what was in this space here. But other than that, everything else, pretty much everything that I've grown in the garden so far, was started in these 2 windows. Like I said, oh no, and actually there also, I had, the tomatoes were over there. They sure were. The tomatoes were over there. The peppers and the kale was here. I had cucumbers. I even started corn here. Yes. So, anyhow, of course, there's no sun now because it's getting ready to rain. But, yeah, that's where everybody's going. Since I ran out of space outdoors. But yeah, so they'll just sit there for a while and be happy and do their thing. And yes, I'm gonna go wash now. Look at the disrespect. So disrespectful. You done took my cucumber plant. Now you taking my tomatoes. So rude and disrespectful.